Chapter 6. How to become rich. Guess what's the best thing about getting rich? You only have to be right once. You can fail 999 times, but if you get it right just once, boom, you're going to the moon. In the article, it was mentioned that, according to Andrew Carnegie, if you want to become rich, you needed to do these three things. First, have a business. You can't get rich by doing a job. I don't know how true this is really. In fact, I know people my age who are making 10x more money than me at their job. But back then, I was convinced about this idea and that I had to do have my own business to get rich. Ultimately, though, you have to choose what fits you. You don't need to have a business because I did it. You don't have to study a particular course because your best friend is doing it. And you certainly don't need to go for a government job because your parents did it. Not everyone wants to have a 9 to 5 job. Similarly, not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur or a content creator, and that is completely okay. Do what works for you. I believe that people can be a really good number 4 or number 6, but they don't realize it. Everybody wants to become number 1. Not everyone can be a king. A few have to be kingmakers and are very successful at that. So I, a 16-year-old, wanted to start a business with zero experience. There were only two ways that I knew of: come up with a product, service, or an idea that doesn't exist. Something crazily unique, like Paytm, Uber, Amazon. Or come up with an idea that is already in the market, but with better value and better quality at a better price. I didn't have enough brains to birth another Uber or Paytm. There's no way I could do this. So I tried the other route. I decided to find a product that was already in the market, come up with a better version of it. Second, meet as many people as you can. People are the best teachers. The more people you meet, the broader your mind gets. When you interact with people, your horizon is going to widen. You will expand your mind and push the envelope. The more people you meet, the more opportunities there are for you. The more you think, the better ideas you get. The better you can network and play the game in the world, and with all that, your chances of getting rich are higher. So I have made it a rule to reach out to one person a day, every day, for the rest of my life. I'm meeting one person a day, 7 people a week, 365 people in a year, which is extremely powerful. How this rule helped me reach where I am is something I'm going to tell you later on. Third, start a business in the FMCG industry. The last step of becoming rich, as per Andrew Carnegie, is to start a business in the FMCG industry. At that time, for me, FMCG meant a Kirana store. In my town, the biggest of these were Big Bazaar and DMart. And I couldn't bring myself to go to Big Bazaar because I knew I couldn't buy anything, and I considered myself to be inferior. When you are from a middle class family, you feel like Big Bazaar is someplace only rich people can afford to shop at. It's when you are rich that you know you can go to a Big Bazaar, buy a biscuit and leave, or you can just roam around, buy nothing and leave. It comes with a level of confidence. Until and unless you are confident in yourself and know you have buying power, you don't feel comfortable to go to places that you think are fancy. So I started going to Kirana stores nearby. One day, 2 days, 10 days. I went and just observed people, seeing if I could find a product that could give me leverage. I asked my father what I should do, and he said, go and listen to the consumers. You will get to know what they want and what they don't want. So then, instead of just watching and listening to them, I started talking to the people who were buying stuff and to those who were selling them as well. There were three things that I found out. 1. It is very easy to sell something if you can convince the woman or the kids of the house. If you can manage to do this, your product is going to be in their homes at least for the first time. 2. Shopkeepers are the biggest influencers in India. if they say something like, Bhabhi ji, take this product, मेरी guarantee है. Bhabhi ji can't say no. This is why I wanted to sell my product to the Kirana stores. I knew shopkeepers could be my influencers. I just needed to convince them. I thought about how to come up with a product where the shopkeepers would get the maximum margin. This would convince them to sell my product. 3. Liquids became gold in 2013. This was true across the FMCG industry. Body soaps were getting replaced by shower gels, hand soaps were getting replaced by liquid hand washers, and dishing wash bars were getting replaced by dishwashing gels. While doing my market research, I found out that in the dishwashing gel category, there were basically two brands in India which were famous, Vim and Prill. At least this was true in my city, and at that time, my city was India for me. So I thought, great, only two products. I thought, there are 20 lakh people here and only two brands. Boss, this is a lot of market to be captured. That was my eureka moment. I was going to hit the jackpot. Then I went on Google again. How to make dishwash gel. Enter. I found out how to make dishwashing gels on YouTube. I bought some chemicals and started experimenting at home in small glasses on a daily basis. I didn't have any facility for R&D. Nobody was from a chemistry background in my family. My father knew a little about chemicals and he guided me a lot. Nothing else. And I didn't have any knowledge or the money to get a consultant on board and get the formula. I, along with father, tried 86 times and failed. It came to a point where my father got more obsessed with trying to get this product right. The 87th time, with the help of my father, I figured out a formula with which we were able to make 500 ml of dishwashing gel for 45 rupees. Vim and Prill were selling the same quantity with the same formula for 110 rupees. The 80s, the market is moving towards liquid soaps and our product is a dishwashing gel. Check. Number 2. The product is for housewives. Check. Number 3. It has huge margins so shopkeepers will be interested in it. Check. Great. But the most important thing, the ground zero concept of my business idea, that my product needed to be better than existing products in the market and have a better price, was also met. Bingo. That's it. Raj, there you go. Key takeaways. First one, do what suits you, be it a business or job. Number 2, you can be a really good number 4. You don't need to be number 1. 3, come up with a business idea, choose your industry, meet as many people as you can. 4, it's okay to fail.